cannot live if we gotta go apart. Gotta fall back and really just know your part.
Gotta watch it for demons in Kingdom Hearts. Final Fantasy, there's no puzzle, cannot lie. Nigga be trying, living mine. I don't know, leaving my life like I'm dying. I don't know, can I die? I don't know, out of space, feeling like I'm dying young. Where am I, UFO?
Final Fantasy!
Losing my trilogy, feel I cannot losing my memory. I don't know, feel I'm losing my penalty. I don't know, feel like popping pills, feel I'm losing my trilogy. I don't know, can I die? Feel like losing my, I don't know, where am I? Lost some time, I don't know, can I die? I don't know. Final Fantasy, feel I lose a potential. Can I die? Feel I lose a controller. I don't know, feel like control, feel I losing my mental, feel like my mental, feel like I'm losing my business, I don't know, feel like I feel like I don't know, I'm coming to feel like I'm really, let's go, Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, got the strategy. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can last me. Final Fantasy, this a new life. Final Fantasy, this a trilogy. Final Fantasy, this a moon rock. Body smoking on my latest enemy. Final Fantasy, got the strategy. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can last me. Final Fantasy, this a new life. Final Fantasy, this a trilogy. Final Fantasy, this a moon rock. Body smoking on my latest enemy.
Let's go!
Final Fantasy, never mercy. Foreign girl, yeah, she said mercy. I'm a specimen. Final Fantasy, she said Uzi, can you fucking lie to me? Pussy pick up, pull up in some embassies. What I do, tell me why they mad at me. I can never hear what they be talking about, cause I'm probably on my Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, got the strategy. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can laugh at me. Final Fantasy, this a new life. Final Fantasy, this a trilogy. Final Fantasy, this not moon rock. Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, got the strategy. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can laugh at me. Final Fantasy, this a new life. Final Fantasy, this a trilogy. Final Fantasy, this not moon rock. Body smoking on my latest enemy. Final Fantasy, she can stand me. Final Fantasy, she can stand up. Final Fantasy, she can last me. Final Fantasy, this a new life. Final Fantasy, this a trilogy. Final Fantasy, this not moon rock. Body smoking on my latest enemy.